And welcome back to the Roller Derby City Track here at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup in Barcelona. And that last game brings an end to the group stages. It's emotional to say goodbye to them, but I think we're all excited to get into the full games, the quarterfinals, and the consolation bracket as well. And we've all been watching different groups very intently. Segans, you were watching the green group.
Yes.
Which was Mexico, Germany, Canada, Poland?
Yes. Watched them with joy, quite frankly. It was a really interesting group. A lot of kind of back and forth. Mexico and Canada dominated.
Yeah.
That's not to say that Germany and Poland were poor quality or lesser opponents. It's just Canada and Mexico were the better teams.
Yeah.
Both Germany and Poland put up really great fights. Of course, Poland, this is their first Men's World Cup. They started off with picking up 3 points against Mexico's 275. When those 3 points went on the board, the roof damn near came off the place. It was absolutely brilliant. Crowd really getting behind. As they have kind of across the weekend, people are really getting behind the underdogs. A lot of enthusiasm, and it's really adding to the atmosphere and everything here. Poland managed to pick up a bit more momentum against Germany, 160 to 34. So that's the highest score that Poland have had so far this weekend. And big win for Germany there, as they've had losses against both Canada and Mexico as well. Mexico just phenomenal.
Yeah.
A couple of familiar faces from MRDA champs last year as well. Naked Alien, just I couldn't take my eyes off him in either of the games that I watched yesterday. It's just been an astounding skater. Athleticism out the window.
And and Mexico instrumental in actually almost seeing the removal of Scotland.
Yes.
From the final eight as well. It was because they've done so well that they knocked Scotland out of that spot. So, I'm looking forward to seeing more of Scotland, because when they played Australia, that was a beautiful game. Yeah. We've just been watching that the tail end of that USA-Belgium game. Belgium, the first team to put any points on against USA.
Yep.
And we saw that huge hit in the final jam as well, which was a moment that I think we'll be showing tonight in the official review.
I hope so.
After the final game. And then before that, Japan, Netherlands, Japan 47, Netherlands 108.
Okay.
And I've really enjoyed watching Japan. I'm looking forward to seeing them continue through into the consolation bracket as well. And King, you've been watching the orange group?
I have, yes, which was England, Sweden, Spain and Chile, which started the whole weekend with the upset. Probably the one big upset of the group stage was Spain beating Sweden in that 1 point nail biter.
Yeah.
That was
hard to swallow.
It was unbelievable. It was the atmosphere, the emotion was brilliant. England dominated the group, as was expected. Sweden in the last game, I spoke to a couple of the Swedish guys before. They were resting players. They were like, we know we're going to lose this. Doesn't matter. It's not going to affect anything. Let's save it for the consolation bracket. England have dominated the group. Spain took second, with Sweden third and Chile fourth.
Which leads us nicely onto the consolation bracket
and
the games that we're going to be seeing right at the end of the day today after the quarter-final games, but also tomorrow.
Yes. So tonight at 7 p.m. Or at 7:15 if it's on the M14 Industries track, we will see Denmark versus Poland and Philippines versus Colombia. Now, the way the consolation brackets have been worked out, or the placings, I should say, for the second, third and fourth place teams of each group, is it's on points differential, having stripped out your worst result, which in this case was against the group winners every time, and that's how the brackets have come into play.
Yeah.
So that group, so Denmark versus Poland, Philippines versus Colombia, they're playing off for 21st to 24th place.
Yep.
We also have them moving on to tomorrow. The places starting at 9 a.m.
Yep.
Playing for 17th to 20th. We'll see Italy versus Japan and New Zealand versus Chile. New Zealand, the debutant team, to make it into that bracket, which is really good to see.
It's fantastic.
At 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, we have I'm trying to do my maths now, I believe that will be 13 to 16 bracket, which will see Sweden versus the Netherlands and Ireland versus Germany. Third World Cup in a row that Ireland and Germany will be meeting in the knockout phases. And then for 9th to 12th, we'll see Scotland versus Spain. That game I can't wait to see.
I can't. Just seeing more of Scotland will make me very happy, but
Yes.
seeing them against Spain as well, our hosts,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
have been fantastic hosts.
Absolutely.
And the other side of that bracket is Belgium versus Finland, and they take place at 1 o'clock or 1:15 tomorrow.
So that's what your consolation bracket looks like for the end of today. And
I
tomorrow.
should say, in each of those brackets, the winners of the respective games will play each other, and the losers of the respective games will play each other to get their final positioning. And those games will be held on Sunday, with the exception of the Denmark, Poland, Philippines, Colombia group, which play their semi-finals tonight. Their finals are played tomorrow, so they don't play on Sunday.
And all of that will be updated on the Men's Roller Derby World Cup Facebook pages, social media profiles, and website as well, if you want to take a look at everything that King's just run us through. As there's a lot there, and biggest Men's World Cup we've ever had.
Yeah.
There's a lot to track. And then just to recap on the quarterfinal games that are about to take place, we're going to see very shortly the first game going to be Canada versus France on the Roller Derby City Track.
It's gonna be so good.
The winners of the green and blue
Yeah.
brackets respectively. Then at 3:15, we're going to see Australia up against Argentina. That's going to be on the M14 Industries track. We're spoiling you with quarterfinal games today. Again, switching over to the full hour, full rule sets. And then at 5 o'clock this evening on the Roller Derby City track, USA versus Wales. And just before that first consolation game, we're going to see
It's England v Mexico.
England-Mexico on the M14 Industries track. So make sure you stay tuned. If you have to duck out at any point this afternoon into this evening, we'll all be back here with Troncho for the official review, bringing you the best highlights, replays, and funniest moments as well of day 2 at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup here in Barcelona.